Hey there, it's been a while. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be grateful to you.
The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Brooke finds clue Taylor faked illness? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest tragedy ahead for Brooke Logan. We all saw it coming, yet somehow Brooke will be astonished when Ridge Forrester throws her like a hot potato and reunites with Taylor Hayes. Honestly, we're astonished it took Ridge and Taylor this long to hit the sheets. Here's what's coming up next week on BNB, spoilers ahead. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Taylor Hayes played everyone? When Taylor Hayes arrived to Los Angeles, she first informed Ridge Forrester she was dying of heart failure. Obviously her ex-husband demanded a second assessment and wouldn't accept her dismal fate. Miraculously at the appointment, it was revealed that Taylor was misdiagnosed and wasn't dying after all. However, she did had a dangerous ailment called broken heart syndrome. The Bold and the Beautiful rumors hinted for a long that Taylor's medical difficulties were staged in a tragic attempt to get Ridge Forrester back. Taylor was distraught when Brooke betrayed her and got back together with Ridge. She felt like Brooke played dirty and swore to get back at her. Is this Taylor's revenge? Would Ridge's ex-wife really go as far as to feign being on her deathbed to lure Ridge back? Sure, Taylor was diagnosed with broken heart syndrome by Ridge's expert. But, did the specialist only come to that decision since there was no sign of heart failure like Taylor claimed? It's highly conceivable that Taylor was never diagnosed with anything and made up the tale of heart failure to garner Ridge's attention. Taylor was probably stunned when she saw the specialist and was given a real diagnosis. BNB spoilers. Brooke Logan searches for proof that Ridge Forrester got played. Brooke isn't naive and understands that she never would have lost Ridge Forrester to Taylor if she wasn't experiencing health difficulties. Ridge slept with her because he was unhappy with Brooke. But, he never would have been close enough to Taylor to sleep with her if he wasn't taking care of her when she was sick. After getting dumped, BNB spoilers suggest Brooke Logan will be furious at Taylor and feel suspicious. Her medical problems undoubtedly were convenient. If Brooke does some digging, would she find proof that Taylor was faking her heart problems to lure Ridge into bed? Would Taylor truly stoop so low to get her man back? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Is Luna's plan to join the Spencer family already in motion? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers and updates indicate Luna Nozawa might wind up pregnant, and this could be the greatest method for her to fulfill her ambitions. The writers may have hinted at this from the start. Bill Spencer believes he's helping by letting Luna reside in his home during her term, but Luna is clever. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Luna Nozawa, the master manipulator. We definitely believe that Bill has gone right into her trap so far. She's only claimed other prisoners attacked her, and there's no evidence that she didn't plan it all. Luna recognizes that Bill has a protective nature, and she is taking advantage of it. However, now that he has made it plain he's not her father and she won't be a Spencer, she has to modify her attitude. That's why Will Spencer is now her focus initially. It seemed like Luna wanted Will out of the picture so she could settle down with Bill. No one is meant to know she's staying at his apartment, which makes having guests an issue for her. B&B spoilers. Luna Nozawa desperately wants to be a Spencer. All her intentions for Bill might have been valid until he destroyed her hopes of becoming a Spencer. Will is an interesting candidate for Luna because they are roughly the same age, and he has a protective temperament like his father. He even saved Electra Forrester from a perilous situation. This makes him intriguing to Luna, who wishes someone to look out for her. However, Luna faces several challenges. For starters, Bill won't easily let her date his kid, and Will wasn't fond of Luna when she first met him as his sister. Plus, Will plainly has love for Electra, but smart Luna has handled similar difficulties in the past. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Luna Nozawa played RJ Forrester like a fiddle. She once pretended to be high on her mom's special mints and ended up sleeping with Zen Forrester Dominguez. She had declared her first time was with RJ Forrester, but that was questioned when she told Steffi Forrester that her encounter with Zend was the best. She organized everything without considering about the impact on the Forrester cousins' relationship, and it seemed so effortless. After being with RJ and Zend, she even had a pregnancy scare, which might hint at what's next. It's feasible that Luna may set up a night with Will. Maybe he stays at Bill's place, and she sneaks in to be with him. leading to her getting pregnant and becoming a Spencer mama. BNB spoilers. Is Bill Spencer playing Luna Nozawa? The bold and the beautiful spoilers claim Luna Nozawa will continue to become comfortable in the Spencer mansion. Of course, she's not permitted to talk to anyone, so she will spend her time chatting with her phony bio dad Bill Spencer. Will she say too much though? The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Bill Spencer tricking Luna? According to BNB teasers, Luna and Bill are going to have another heart-to-heart regarding the terrible allegations she is facing. Dollar Bill won't hold back or shy away from hard topics. In fact, previews claim he will even ask Luna to recount how she killed Tom Starr and Hollis at Il Giardino. That's an extremely specific and weird thing to ask the killer you are trying to assist rehabilitate. Bill Spencer likes to play the hero and play both sides. His phony courtship with Sheila Carter when he was trying to assist send her behind prison for life is a wonderful example. Bill's not a dunce. He knows that Luna is dangerous and manipulative. Viewers were confused when he carried her home with him, but what if he has ulterior motives? Luna Nozawa has been writing Bill letters for weeks. She clearly trusts him and feels that she can confide in him.
Maybe the cops' evidence against Luna wasn't airtight. And when Bill found she could walk, he took her home with him to persuade her to confess. B&B spoilers. Bill Spencer fishes for details. This wouldn't be the first time Bill Spencer played someone to collect information for the police. Plus, why wouldn't he want Luna Nozawa out of his life for good? Helping the police develop a case against her is the perfect method to ensure she doesn't injure anyone else. Do you think that Bill is manipulating Luna and using their bond to get her to disclose secrets that will put her in prison? Or is he truly attempting to help her? Their lives and pictures. Bold and beautiful star Don Diamant's twins turn 22 amid the Los Angeles wildfire crisis. A proud parent marks his son's milestones through the years. The Amble twins' special day may look a little different this year, what with the horrific wildfires taking their toll on Los Angeles. But Don Diamant and his wife Cindy were able to celebrate with the now 22-year-old young men in the lead up to Christmas. Anton and Davis were both playing football for the University of Las Vegas Rebels when they won the Art of Sport LA Bowl at SoFi Stadium. What a great time for the family! Last year, bold and beautiful star Don Diamant not only acquired a new love interest on screen as Bill, but he officially became the father of 21-year-old twins. The star and his family truly did the party up right, as they took a trip to Hawaii to honor the January milestone birthdays, including that of Diamant's lovely wife, Cindy Amble. Check out the photo dump from their perfect vacation. In 2023, Diamant's twins were still a year shy of achieving the official drinking age, but well on their into adulthood, as they pursued their educations and excelled at sports. Check out the crew celebrating at House of Axe. In 2022, bold and beautiful star Don Diamant and his wife Cindy Amble celebrated the 19th birthday of twins. Davis and Anton with golfing and a delicious crab boil that looked very hands-on to celebrate the special occasion together. And even snuck in a visit with their adorable grandniece, Cassie, as well. The pleased dad's message to his boys. So proud of you guys as you begin the final year of your teens. What? Zany face hardworking grinders. Being the best you can be. Good dudes. The previous year, Diamant published a snapshot of the strapping Anton and Davis as small babies when the young men officially became men, always finding something fascinating to do. It seems they were dressed out for some laser tag. As teens, the sports-minded guys were always portrayed enjoying a match of one kind or another with Diamant or their brothers. In the photos below, the gang was collected for a round of Frisbee because why not? Of course, Anton and Davis grew up around football stadiums, and the young teens are photographed here standing with the family before an Indiana Hoosiers game when their brother Xander was playing for the team. Brooke and Taylor face off, so do Poppy and Lee. The The Bold and the Beautiful Spoilers, a Brooke Logan and Taylor Hayes catfight. It's been a few weeks since Brooke Logan and Ridge Forrester had their big argument that resulted in a breakup, and Ridge racing back to Taylor Hayes before anyone could blink. Even the audience. Brooke has now convinced herself she can win Ridge back by having Steffi Forrester Finnegan work at Forrester Creations again, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have a bone to pick with Taylor. Brooke and Taylor ultimately come face to face in a showdown that could change everything forever. Will Brooke bring out that they were BFFs not even 2 years ago, but then their friendship ended all because of Ridge? Even the fans adored seeing Brooke and Taylor push Ridge to the curb and pair up as adult best friends. Or will we go back to the time when catfights were all they knew? Brooke and Taylor have been going at it for years, so why should that change now? B&B spoilers. Who is Luna Nozawa's real dad? Now that Lee Finnegan knows that Tom Starr is not Luna Nozawa's father, she demands that Poppy Nozawa tell her the truth she never really wanted to know. Poppy spent a summer with Lee and Jack Finnegan around the time Luna would have been conceived. Could Jack be Luna's father, or is it worse than that? Lee thinks that her sister betrayed her with her own husband. But what if Poppy and her adopted nephew had an affair? John Finnegan did describe how Poppy helped him relax that summer. What did she do to bring Finn into a serene state of mind? Lee's world is going to be turned upside down in ways she never anticipated. So she better brace herself for anything Poppy has to say, because it is bound to be a bomb. Carter and Quinn struggled to resist, but eventually took advantage of the free pass. Though when they were caught in the act and their deal with Eric was exposed, things grew even more complicated, and Eric understood this wasn't the answer. Carter subsequently found himself befriending Katie Logan, but thought she was equally inaccessible as she and Bill Spencer still had a connection. After he gave Paris a heads up that Zend was ready to propose, she acknowledged him with a kiss. Although they claimed to merely be friends, Carter and Paris kept making out, which presented an issue when her mother, Grace Buckingham, found them and refused to allow Carter wreck another of her daughter's lives. She ordered Carter to cut things off, but Paris disregarded her mother and slept with him instead. Carter advised Paris to accept if Zen proposed again, but Zen gave her permission to date Carter instead. Carter pushed her away, stating they had no future together, and privately revealed to Quinn he still wasn't over her. Although resolved to be faithful to her husband, Quinn also urged Carter not to be with Paris if he didn't truly love her. Finally, Carter decided to propose, and although shocked, Paris accepted. Despite everyone telling them both that marriage was a poor choice, the pair insisted on throwing a wedding at Il Giardino. But as Eric let Quinn go, she quickly hurried to interrupt the wedding to convince Carter she was now single, and they could finally be together, and he left Paris standing at the altar. Unfortunately, after a few happy months together, Quinn left Carter claiming she couldn't give him the family he deserved, and he sought out her companion Shauna to see if she knew anything more about her decision. Katie quickly started flirting with the newly single Carter, and the two began a cautious romance that evolved over time. When Bill attempted to get Katie back, Carter fretted, but she informed Bill they were finished and convinced Carter he was the only man for her now. In the summer of 2023, Carter joined Katie and the rest of the family in worrying over Eric's intention to introduce a new line, especially when Eric's spending was damaging the company. After the fashion battle between father and son, Carter informed Ridge that based on the sales of both lines, Ridge was the winner. He was confused when Ridge stated Eric won, but later understood when Ridge disclosed that Eric was dying. Thankfully, Eric came through, and 2024 opened off with Carter conducting an impromptu wedding for Eric and Donna after he shocked her with a proposal during his gala celebration. That spring, Carter was astonished when Zend admitted to him that the night of the party, he'd slept with Luna when she was on drugs. Carter argued that RJ should know, and Zend assured him Luna was telling him. Carter started becoming entangled in Forrester business and found himself in a hard place when Steffi sought to shut down hope for the future. He confessed that sales were down but that the new designs could turn it back, trying to stay non-committal. When Steffi offered that he help her run the company, Carter declined, citing he was already working overtime as COO. Worse, he endorsed Ridge's request that Brooke be appointed an executive to work alongside Steffi, while he concentrated more on design. In July, Carter joined the rest of the family in congratulating Thomas on his engagement to Paris, making a point to tell Paris he was extremely delighted for her. In the fall, Carter continued trying to assist Hope as Steffi sought to shut down the Hope for the Future line, and sparks began to fly. After joking about how professional romances were a horrible idea, Carter and Hope enjoyed a passionate kiss. He explained he and Katie worked well as friends. As Carter explored his new relationship with Hope, he also made moves at work, bringing in Ivy Forrester and Electra Forrester to develop on a new jewelry line for Forrester. He comforted Hope after Steffi fired her for flinging herself at Finn, as they couldn't tell she was trying to seduce Carter as they were trying to keep their romance a secret. When he couldn't convince Steffi and Ridge to take Hope back, he found a method to steal Forrester away from them, and Hope urged him to go for it. Carter persuaded Ridge to sign LLC forms that he didn't understand granted Carter control over Forrester. Naturally, the Forresters were upset that Carter had staged a hostile takeover, and Justin informed them that the papers were all totally legal. Carter wanted them to all continue on at the company, but they refused. Carter offered Brooke to be CEO, and she accepted, though he didn't aware she was trying to assist the Forresters reclaim control. He and Hope were overjoyed when Daphne Rose stepped up offering to create a trademark perfume for Forrester, and eventually decided to allow Steffi come back to work, though they were dubious. Steffi's reveal thrills Ridge, Carter, and Hope doomed. Lee Finnegan invited Poppy Nozawa to her office, where Poppy was disgusted at her sister having Tom Starr's liver. Poppy didn't comprehend what was going on, but Lee started playing up how astonished Poppy must have been when Luna falsified the paternity test that made Bill Spencer look like her father. Lee wondered if Poppy let herself believe the deception, but Poppy insisted Tom was Luna's father and behaved like none of this mattered now. However, Lee was determined to answer a question that had troubled her for years. Poppy blurted out that she was a bad mother as she felt that's what Lee wanted to hear. After Poppy wondered why Lee had always been so mean to her, and questioned why she had Tom's liver, Lee disclosed she had Luna's blood sample, too. Lee ultimately admitted she did another paternity test and proved Tom wasn't Luna's father, but she hinted to Poppy that they both knew who was. Poppy stood there looking guilty and apprehensive about what was ahead. At Bill's mansion, Will Spencer needed Bill's help to erase Electra Forrester's deep fakes online, so Bill agreed he'd get in touch with his guys. It sounded like Bill was attempting to get rid of Will, so Will questioned his dad. Bill pretended to have a business deal on his mind, but Will was doubtful, although Will thought maybe all the Luna drama was still affecting his father. Bill said he'd been able to put things into perspective. Will reluctantly let it go for now, but he remained concerned about Bill's cagey behavior. After Will claimed he was delighted Luna didn't turn out to be his sister, he took off. Luna stepped out of hiding and pondered about Will's response if he found out everything Bill had done to help her. Bill was eager to keep Will out of all this, and thought it was best for Luna to avoid talking about the past. Although Luna had wanted Bill to be her father, Bill claimed Tom was her dad and acted like that was that. At the Forrester mansion, Steffi Forrester gave Ridge Forrester and Eric Forrester some great updates since Carter Walton agreed to bring her back at Forrester Creations. That pushed Steffi a step closer to her aim of getting control of the corporation and putting the Forresters in command again. Later, Daphne Rose showed by, so Ridge met her and realized she was going to be an important part of Steffi's strategy. Now that Daphne was working on the scent line, she was in the best position for what Steffi desired. Daphne was the kind of stunning, confident lady that no man could say no to. Not even Carter. Steffi suggested that Carter and Hope Logan presented themselves as a strong pair. But she was interested to see what would happen with Daphne in the mix. That news left Ridge pleased over Steffi's clever plot. At Forrester Creations, Carter understood why Hope would be hesitant of Steffi's return, but he gave confidence and played up the benefits of having a Forrester at the company. Carter ultimately acted like their love was unbreakable. So Hope kissed him, though she still glanced uneasy over his shoulder as they hugged.
Thank you for your time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.